Hey everyone, Danny Greco, Keller Williams here. I've got October 2020 statistics available for the condo market in Seattle, and let's jump right into it. Now, from past videos, you probably remember it's a mixed bag of results when it comes to condos. There's some encouraging statistics, there's some discouraging ones, so we continue to see the same thing in October that we have in previous months. And the encouraging side is the median sale price for condos in Seattle in October ended just under $500,000. It was about a $497 to be exact, and that's about an 8% year-over-year increase. That's also a good increase from month over month, where in September it was about $480, so that jumped up to $497 in October. That's the good news. The bad news is the market is just still plagued by really high levels of inventory, which is just not going anywhere. It's kind of month over month staying at the same level, which is right at about 3 3/4 months of inventory. So about a month higher than what would probably be considered equal for buyers and sellers. So it's going to be interesting to see if buyer activity can kind of make up for that excess inventory, as it typically does this time of year, which then brings inventory to its lowest level, which is the beginning of the year before it kind of takes off in the spring and summer. Again, that's what happens in a normal year. 2020 has been anything but a normal year, so we'll see kind of what happens there. But again, kind of from past videos as well, you're at about 4 months of inventory for the entire city. But if you really break it down more microscopically, you see that that is really being dominated by the downtown market, which is downtown Seattle, the Belltown areas. You're at over 8 months of inventory in just that small area of town. Big time changes over there. And the reason being is obviously the work from home shift. I mean, if there's no reason to necessarily work from home. A lot of people have just kind of fled to places where they can get more space. And not to mention all the civil unrest and everything else that goes on with living downtown right now. There's just not that premium that there has been. That will come back, of course. There's lots of other reasons to live downtown other than proximity to home. That will all come back. But with 8 months of inventory, man, I am just watching that market. I would not be a buyer in that market, and seeing what sellers are having to do to reduce their prices in order to get buyers is pretty eye-opening. So the other statistic that I track, which is buyer activity, that again set a new record for the lowest level of buyer activity I've seen since I started tracking this, which is almost at about 2 years. I know it's not a ton of time there, but that's again at the lowest level. So we see encouraging signs, and from a macro level, in terms of median price going up month over month, year over year. But man, I am just not wanting to sell a condo right now unless there's something really special about it. It's got a good view or something like that. But for your standard 1-bedroom condo downtown or wherever, it is just a slow burn right now. So anyway, we'll see what the final couple months of 2020 have in store, and hopefully things get better in the beginning of 2021.